What's up, everyone? Welcome to your Tuesday, Thursday physics class. I thought I'd be as sleepy as the nikke that just introduced it. So what's up, y'all? Hope you're having a good start to your week. And we're going to be pushing more minigames. So we'll try and actually go for a high score. The thing about this minigame is that it's a lot of RNG. And this will be the first time I'm trying to go for like a score with like a different character. So we'll have to do it again when we get Ada Wong, but that's going to be what we're doing mostly for nikke. And then in the second half of the stream, we will be doing Silver and Blood. And then we got the kinky mini game over there that we'll be doing as well. Let me go ahead and make a post on Discord. And then we'll say hello to chat in a minute. Let's see, I'm streaming. There we go. Switch back to YouTube, I guess. And Eve says hello too. Let's see, let's click some red dots. Slay some red dots. I'm hunching already. I gotta sit up straight. All right, Wipeout. How did everybody's union raid go, by the way? That happened a few days ago. Started on Friday. I think it was on Friday that it started. A lot of people did really well in my union. Unfortunately, we're going to have to remove a few people because some people didn't show up. And that is a basic requirement to be in my union. So if you guys are looking for a semi-competitive union on the NA server, hit me up. You can just let me know in chat here, as well as send me a message on Discord. That's even better. Leave a comment on YouTube, whatever you guys can do. But reach out to me if you're interested. We do have power requirements. Another thing, we'll talk about more details if you actually send me a message, but let me know. Alright, I guess I'll grab these with the bones. I actually need manufacturer gear now, which is like the first time in, I don't know, probably like a solid year or more that I've even had to think about manufacturer gear at all. But we had so many collabs that I actually don't have enough abnormal gear. So times are tough, guys. Let's see. Do I want this? I think I do want this. Yeah, for sure. Because getting this, that's like super valuable. And then I already got all my credits and core dust. I guess we'll grab this box because it also has credits and core dust in it as well. And I'll get the sticker. And I don't know if I want to grab this right now, to be honest. I think I'm going to leave this for the moment. This is super good, but I don't know if I need that much of it. And like I said, at the moment, I'm actually trying to get manufacturer gear, so I might be holding on to that for a minute. Anyway, I said I was going to say hello to chat, and then I never did. So let's see who we have. We got Lone Syndicate, Dr. Yiggles, Vic, Togashi, Bob. What's up? What's up? Hello, hey. Sleepy Time Jack is ready for stream. Get some rest if you need it, but thanks for hanging out. What's up? I'm doing well. We cleared it on day 2 for the first time. Hey, congrats. First time of day 2 clear. That's nice. Union raid. Yes. that's a thing that happened, Vic. Togashi Jack says it was fun on my end. That's good. That's good. Let's see. Union raid went well for me. Union came to the top 2%. Also was shocked at your performance. Was almost able to clear Mace in hard mode by myself. Very nice. Pretty cool. Let's see. Let's go to the outpost. By the way, if you could, give the stream a like. doing that at the very beginning of the stream, I think is like even more valuable. Because like, kind of gets it into the algo and pushes it to other people. They're like, hey, a lot of people are watching the stream and liking it. Engagement stuff. As always, have been up since 4 a.m. Dang, is that, do you have like a super early like work schedule or something? That's tough. I think if I had to wake up at 4 a.m. regularly, I just wouldn't be able to keep going. I would have to make a change in my life. Typically, I have to wake up around 7. That's kind of like my general routine. And then if I can, like, given the opportunity, I'll sleep in until like 8 or 9. And occasionally for work, I have to wake up as early as 6 o'clock. But any earlier than that, and I'm generally going to be questioning if anything is worth it. Waking up earlier than 6. But some people really like the early mornings, and other people, you know, and then they don't like the evenings. Love to see Snow White dominating as a launch DPS unit this day in Raid Zone. Dude, super cool, yes. And I've been trying to finish my Miranda, because I would love to be using Snow White again. Everybody knows that Snow White is my favorite, and I used to use her in Interception and even raids in the past. And she's had a resurgence with Miranda's Treasure, which is really cool. But I have been so close to finishing Miranda's Treasure for like the last month, I want to say, and just cannot get a super success. So it is how it is. But yes, it's very cool to see her back as like a very relevant unit, you know? Dr. Ego says, I usually wake up at 5 a.m. for work. Dang. Everybody's got early schedules in chat. Sup, Judgment? Welcome to the stream. I'm going to move this cord over. Look, it's in the way. There we go. I don't leave my mic plugged in all the time. And so I kind of just have it like routed, like going in front of me between like my keyboard and my mouse. So sometimes it gets in the way. All right, let's see. Advise Ray. What's my stats on Snow White? Max limit break 2. So not enough because the game hates me. I don't know why it's so hard for me. She's my least developed pilgrim. Not for lack of trying. Let's see. Naru 3? Yeah, sure. Don't want to tell her that I can't tell them apart. Even though I don't even know what she asked me. We gotta advise 2 more. Time to talk to Anchor. I'm advising both versions of Anchor lately. You will say you were one of 3 people who used Snow White in this past raid for Union. Yeah, so we got 3 people in our Union using Snow White. Nice. Dr. Yo says, my Snow White isn't built, but you should probably build mine since you just got her to core 7. Dude, that's that's so absurd. Dr. Eagles has core 7 Snow White, doesn't even use her. Oh, man. Why is the universe against me? I gotta advise one more person. Did I finish somebody recently? I guess I finished Breddy. Okay, alright. So I guess we'll take her off of the favorites list, and now I need to add a new unit to the daily advising. Let's see. Do I have anybody I can advise? I might literally not have anybody. That would be kind of crazy. I mean, there's these abnormal ones, but you can't advise them anyway. Dude, I don't have 10 people to advise. I think I actually don't have 10 people to advise. Let's go over this really carefully. Is there anything that does not say max? Max. Bro. What? Yeah. That's crazy. So until I get another limit break of a unit, or just pull a brand new unit, I literally can't use my 10 advise. I can only do 9 at a time right now. Huh. Dude, I said eventually I'm going to run out of units, and the day has finally come. That's crazy. What's up, David Santana? Welcome to the stream. Vic wants to know what overload lines I have for Snow White. Let's check. I haven't looked in a long time, to be honest. Vic says, I've gotten to the point where you're advising for stickers. Oh, that's a good point. So actually, I should use that and just do it on somebody that I haven't gotten all the stickers for. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so any of these without the red circle, the red line, I can get a sticker for. So I guess let's just advise Mihara and hope to get a new line of dialogue. Would you like to take a look later? Let's see, what did you get? Some snacks or drinks? I assume we head to the dungeon, yes. There we go. One closer to getting Mihara's sticker. Thanks for the reminder. All right. Okay, now we'll go back. I mean, yes, you can still advise them, but I mean, if it wasn't for stickers, it like literally doesn't do anything, you know? You can advise max units for the portrait. Yeah, you're probably talking about the sticker, right? Yeah. All right, let's grab these and send some friend points. Okay, so we're going to look at Snow White. People were curious. I'm sure I've shown my Snow White on stream like a million times. But all right, on the helmet, we got attack and critical damage. On the arms, we got critical rate, attack, and ammo. For chest, charge damage and elemental. And for boots, just attack. So it's been a long time. Clearly we can add some more, get some more optimization. But ever since Anomaly Interception came out, I stopped really trying to build her, right? Because she just didn't really have a use. So once we finally finish Miranda's treasure, I can obviously get a lot more on here, right? Like I have 2 blank lines. And I could probably re-roll this. Crit rate is nice, but I should probably re-roll the first line because that would be an easy way to get elemental damage right there. So these 2 are for sure like re-rolls that could be easily done. How many crystals do I have? 48. Yeah, I'm not going to re-roll anything now because there's not really any point in doing it until I have Miranda's treasure, though. All right. But back in the day, that was enough to one-shot the interception bosses. So basically, I just built to that point to where Snow White could one-shot, and then there wasn't really a need to go past that. Yeah, all her skills are level 10, yeah. And then she also has, let's go back to her really quick. So yeah, all her skills are level 10, and then she has a maximum collectible as well. And maximum affection. But if I could at least get 1 more star on her, that would be great. And currently, she just has a random cube. What is this, the hit rate one? Yeah. But obviously, I'd put like Bastion Cube on her or something if I was trying to use her again. For my favorite Nikke, you're seeing the lack of black lines on her? Yeah. You know what? To be honest, I've never really re-rolled a lot of unit stats. Like, other than my famous re-rolling of Modernia, I haven't really tried to get like optimal lines on any unit. Like obviously I've gone for better lines. You know, I've tried to get like, you know, reasonably good things to work with. But there hasn't really been any unit other than Modernia where I've like hardcore like re-rolled them a bunch of times to get the best lines on them. Was the ammo in line 3 worth locking? Probably not. Although, I mean, having some ammo on her is not necessarily bad. And it's probably, I was just happy to get it anything on line 3 at the time. And so it was a lock. All right, let's go to the minigame. Dude, the Modernia hit rate journey was brutal. Hundreds and hundreds of custom modules went into Modernia. Like, no exaggeration. I don't remember how many months I was re-rolling her. It was like, I want to say it was like 8 months or something that I just re-rolled her every single time it was possible. Crazy. I don't recommend it. Oh wait, is there a... There's a thing up here. Let me grab the glowing thing. Too much stress and anxiety with re-rolling. You don't put too much effort into it. Yeah, I mean, because, you know, obviously getting good stats on your DPS is good. And if you're really trying to get into like, you know, the top like 50 leaderboard or whatever, you need to do that. But, you know, as long as you get good lines, you know, you get a few things of attack or elemental damage, it's not going to make that big of a difference on, you know, whether your unit is usable or going to do, you know, good damage. So it can be a massive resource sink if you're really trying to optimize a unit. And as Grimjaw said, just like a huge time sink and stress of doing it. All right, let's quick battle this challenge mode. Yes, it was before the temp lock happened. Yes, I haven't rerolled Snow White since that item existed. It would have only been locking with actual custom modules. Am I planning to continue hard mode anytime soon? You would love to see you struggle with mirror container mechanics since you just did it yourself. I mean, I will at some point. I think it's just like build Ein or else. Like I was optimistic that Ada might be good. Wait, I don't want to do this yet. I want to go to the shop. I was optimistic that Ada might be good enough to do it. And she is good against mirror container, but not for shooting the glass slippers specifically, which is kind of what I need something for. And so I think it really is just like Ein or nothing. And I just can't bring myself to build Ein. I don't know. So, oops, what am I doing? Can you go to the minigame? So I think I probably just have to wait until I'm actually high enough CP to beat it. Because, you know, if even a unit like Alice can't shoot through the defense at the end of the unit and I'm doing 0 damage through its shield, then it just, you know, it is what it is. It doesn't matter if I'm good with the mechanics. I literally can't damage it. Saving your rocks for anniversary. Nice, nice. The unit that most people have been max perfect lines on are Red Hood. I mean, Red Hood was like, you know, a huge power spike in the game in general, right? Definitely kind of a turning point in the game, I would say. Cool, we get to start off with a grenade. That's nice.
We've got no other choice.
Putting things into perspective, based on your level and your damage, you should be fine. Probably. You can get to mid-chapter 36 core. Dust is a big boost. Maybe. I mean, it was a couple weeks ago that I tried, but I did try again off stream, and I still did 0 damage the last time the mirror container put up its shield, so yeah. Let's see. All right, so this is where RNG is a huge deal. So I'm going to try and go for an all-out grenade build. I've said before, grenades are like the best weapon in the game, I think. So we're going to go in on that. So I'm going to go for this. High attack helm can also break the slippers. Yeah, I mean, any sniper will, in theory, right? But my attack is not high enough. My highest attack sniper is Alice, and she did 0. Pierce attack, normal attack, EXP. What do I want here? I guess normal attack. Alright, so we're going to combine a shotgun. And we'll take this SMG. Debuff duration. I think we want to go for this debuff duration one. Finished reading part 2 of the collab. And gotta say, it felt like not much happened. Like it started to get good in 2-3. Although, yeah, it does feel like it's just kind of a little slow. I'm not gonna lie. It's true. It's true. It's feeling a little typical of collabs, which is not really a good thing. Yeah. I kind of had higher hopes. We'll see. The story isn't done yet. The story isn't done yet. Let's see. We'll combine these. Wait, we definitely want to keep that. Man, we haven't gotten a single rocket launcher again. That's sort of annoying. Because I do kind of want those. I think I might have just made this worse. Bro, I totally made this worse. Okay. There we go. All right. This minigame is so good. Dude, it is really good. You wonder if a solo Cinderella hypercarry team would work. Helm bursting for shields, like Bob said. I mean, I used Cinderella. So the team I was using was the main DPSs were Cinderella and Alice for trying to one-shot the slippers. And then I forget what it was. Probably Crown, Rouge, and maybe Helm was my 5th one. I don't remember for sure. All right, AoE attack, decrease attack, reload. Ooh, okay, we want the decrease reload time. That's super good. There's a lot of connections to D and K's event stories along with side missions, K's stories from blah blah blah. So you never did those, you probably won't get much impact from the story. I definitely skipped blah 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 messages. So yeah, that's on me, I guess, if I'm kind of missing out on stuff. Is there a reason to not combine grenades? Yeah, unless I get another grenade showing up, I'd rather keep... Like, at the moment, I want more weapons. Let's see, AoE attack damage. Yes. Knockback distance. Yes, I think this is what I want. Oh, finally another freaking grenade launcher. Okay. Alright, so I think we just ditch this and then add another grenade. And I think we'll probably... Can I fit something else? Is that possible? Let's see if I put this down here. Does that actually help me? It does a little bit. I can... You know what? I'll take this. Alright, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Can't even remember the last time you did a blah blah mission. Dang. I think we'll go for more AoE attack damage. Honestly, like 90% of blah 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 messages, I just skip nowadays. Wait, let's go up here and do it. Yeah. All right, combine these pistols. Move this down here. Might be time to combine those grenades in a second. Because I don't know... I think I'll combine these grenades. Because then I can fit this in here. Oh, you know what? I should have removed that AR when it came in. I forgot. Let's see. Gold, AoE attack damage. AoE attack reload time. Yep, that's what we want. AoE attack damage, pierce, blaze zone duration. We're going to go for AoE attack damage. Nice, we got a grenade. And we are going to remove these. Just going all in on AoE. Grenades, grenades, grenades. Yep, we'll take that again. So we'll see if going completely all in on AoE is really the right way to go. It's a little bit of an experiment. Probably want to get rid of that. Put a shoddy back in. I'd kind of like to grab this if possible, but I don't know if that makes sense. There's nothing I can combine, obviously, right? I don't think so. All right, we'll just start again. Yeah, the remove weapons feature, 100%. That's like super good. It like ramps up your potential so much. Debuff duration. Okay, combine our rocket launch or grenade launchers. They're not rocket launchers. And let's see, I think do this. I wonder if I should remove this SMG from the weapon pool. I feel like maybe I should. I think I'm going to remove this SMG. Yeah. You just play long enough to get the 30 gems and then quit. Dude, that's totally fair. There's no reason to go beyond that, honestly. As long as you completed all the challenges anyway. You definitely want to do that. Okay. Normal attack damage increase. I guess we're going to have to take this. I think that's the best thing that we have. Yeah. It's not really ideal, but it's okay. Oh, okay, nice. So we can combine the shotties. The shotguns are really good because the spread is more helpful than you would think. And the pushback is really, really good. Oh, this is really, really good. A gold AoE reload time down. Yes, we'll definitely take that. Not sure if Ada would be better than Claire. Haven't seen anyone make Pierce builds for the minigame. Well, my original strategy was a Pierce build. But I don't have Ada yet. So we're going all in on Claire. All right, we'll combine this and then put this up there. I mean, I feel like the laser gun is extremely good. Go for this. AoE damage. Yeah, the RNG aspect of this game is, you know, a little annoying, which is why I only do it once in a while, you know? I'm not going to sit down and just, like, grind this for forever, because that would just, like, make you go crazy. Oh, sweet. Okay. Lots of good options here. Let's pull everything down a notch. Bro. Sometimes it's like you drag it down and then it doesn't want to actually move. Let's see, that can go over there and that can go right there. Yeah, at the beginning you played for score. We will take the AoE attack damage increase. That's just, again, that's what we're leaning into. AoE attack damage. You think they would add D-Killer Wife as another character? Yeah, maybe. When it's in the archives. That would be cool. Alright, do I want this? I don't think I want this, to be honest. I've never felt like this is good, and now we have Claire. I feel like it's even less relevant. So we're going to remove this. Is there a way for me to fit this in here? This doesn't really fit into my build plan anyway. But just for the moment, just to have another weapon. Is it worth putting in there at all? Something I can combine. I could combine the launchers. What if I just took this out? Because I can't upgrade it anymore anyway. Should I combine these pistols? Yeah, let's combine those pistols. Whoa, 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 what happened? That is not what I meant to do. There we go. Why wouldn't you want to combine them? I mean, having a critical mass of like weapons, having enough weapons is better than having one high level weapon. It also, if you can keep all of your weapons kind of on a similar level, so like they're all blue and purple, then you allows you to climb up easier. Versus if I have like one gold weapon and then like everything else is green, it's like really hard, you know what I mean? So you do want to combine them, but just not necessarily right away. Let's see, normal attack damage, AoE, attack damage increase. Yeah, that's definitely what we want. I haven't gotten any perks for increased range, which is unfortunate. Okay, so we get rid of this. Put our grenade in there again. Oh, we're definitely going to remove this. Alright, so we have no more removals that we can do. That's the first flamethrower we've seen. So I think it's too late to try and use flamethrowers. I think we're going to combine grenades. And then put that back in. Dude, why won't this move over? That's so annoying. Okay. So you've noticed I haven't picked any perks that are like collecting EXP or collecting gold, anything like that. And I'm very focused on a specific weapon type. Oh my god, our first ever range increase. All right, we'll go for that. It's a blue one. It's not the best, but finally. All right, let's just fill this out. Expansion complete. Combine another pistol, I guess. Stick this down here. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does. So basically, if I can fit an extra weapon, then I'll combine it. Pierce damage, AoE attack. All right, we'll go for the AoE attack. Starblade is going to be coming to the archive, but that's a special case. Yeah, I suppose you could say that it's a special case. Oh, alright, time to combine. Nice, that was a pretty big power up for us. Gold increase. Oh no, these are all terrible. None of these help us at all. Well, I guess I'll go for this reload time down on the Pierce weapon. I have the one laser gun, but I'm hoping to get rid of it at some point. because I'm trying to go all in on just the grenades, but it is what it is. I mean, that's how it, like, you know, you're at the mercy of, like, RNG for what perks they give you. Alright, we got a blue laser gun, so we'll just swap that. That's an easy choice. Yeah, I mean, it means more rerolls later, but, I mean, the thing is, this is the run that I'm trying to go on, and so I have gold saved from previous runs, you know what I mean? Okay, so it's probably time to combine some more things so I can fit stuff again. I'm going to take out that SMG because we can no longer level it up anyway. And then maybe I combine these nades? Do I? Is that actually helpful? I feel like that's not really that productive. We probably just want to leave this. I mean, I could combine those. If I combine the shotguns... Alright, we'll do that. And then add the other laser gun back in, I guess. Yeah, he meant refresh the weapons, yeah. But, I mean... I think the only way you can really get a high score is if you put everything into an offensive perk that you need, and like the rerolls at that point are not helping you. You know what I mean? And it is total luck if that turns out. So like this 90,000 gold is just what I'm gonna have to work with. All right, expansion complete. Combine. Nice. We'll combine that. Move some shit around. Let's see. How can we get this to fit? Might be time to combine launchers. Or let's see, what if we do this? Yeah, we just made like a ton of space by moving that around. All right, start. Reload time decrease or attack up? I think we're going to go for reload time decrease. Combine. Okay, I need to fit this. I think we just combine. Still have not used any refreshes. I'm going to try and wait until we complete the board entirely before using any refreshes. Have not used burst a single time yet. Normal attack, pierce attack. We're going to go for normal attack. Okay, first time we're getting this. If we can fit it, that's great. Do we combine pistols? Maybe we combine pistols? I think I combine the pistols, and then we'll stick this here. Alright, wave 21. This is where things ramp up a little bit. I don't think we'll have any problem, but this is kind of like when the enemies definitely become a bit stronger. AoE attack damage, gold, nice, perfect. Alright, we'll just stick this over here. This is pretty good. This is definitely a good piece of equipment. So how can I get this to fit? Pretty easy, actually. All right, start. Pierce attack, gold, AoE attack. AoE attack. AoE attack and reload time and range are the things that we want. Ideally, that's all we would have, but of course, that's never going to happen, right? That's a pipe dream to think that you would get a perfect run like that. But in theory, that would be ideal. Okay. This is a terrible weapon. It's not a weapon, it's a scope, but you know what I mean. I never want that. So I don't want anything from this at all. I wish I could remove it, but we'll just start battle. We'll take nothing. Rusty really liked this minigame, right? It's one of my favorites. It's for sure one of my favorites. AoE attack damage? Heck yeah. So you'll notice that my strategy is way different than the last time I did this. Before I was prioritizing gold over everything, right? Because it's all about like setting up your run. Whereas this time, I want literally no gold or experience points. Also trying a different weapon type strategy, although I happen to have a laser gun anyway. But that's just sort of like happened by accident. Normal attack reload time down. Ooh, knockback distance 3. Okay, that's another pretty good one. I'm tempted to go for this, but I'm going to take the knockback one because you see that pretty rarely. And I think at the higher waves, that's going to be helpful. Nice. Nice. We still have yet to use a burst. AoE attack damage. Yes, thank you. Oh, that's cool. I'll take that. We might want this. We'll combine the shotgun. I don't know if we'll keep this, but possibly. I think in the late game that might be important. Like when getting to waves that I've never even gotten to, I feel like that might be something that we need. More AoE attack damage, yes. Okay, we want this, so we probably just ditch that pistol and do this. I think that's probably what we want. I wish we could get some more grenade launchers. I feel like it's been a little stingy on giving us those. Okay, we officially completed our board. Oh, ask and you shall receive. Just got a grenade launcher. Jack says, my opinion on the spike barrier, if you're getting to the point where raptors are damaging themselves running into it, you've already lost. I think that's fair. That's fair. That's kind of my general approach to anything. Where I say, you know, kind of like if you're going by contingency plans, then like you've kind of already lost. That's kind of a pretty good rule for gaming in general. But I just haven't experienced like the really high levels in this game yet, so I don't know. Maybe the reality is that they're just in your face, you know, and that's all you can do. Okay, so I need to fit this. I mean, honestly, I don't care about it that much, but if I can fit this in there, that would be cool. This is kind of really crude placement, but we'll keep it. Your highest was 56. That's pretty high. That's pretty good. Best defense is good offense. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And this is like, you know, all experimentation. Like this is definitely, you know, what I'm doing here is not necessarily the best, right? I'm trying like a new strategy that I haven't even used before. So we'll just see how it goes. Use Jill to get that score. Nice. Well, Jill has yet to get to use her burst so far. We have not burst a single time with Jill. Okay, what do we want to do here? We want this grenade 100%. Do I just get rid of that pistol and do this? Maybe that's what I do. Maybe it's time to combine some shotguns. Let's do that. Get our pistol again. They just keep coming. Here comes the boss. Oh, I'm using... Who am I using? I'm using Claire. Yes, I am. I got confused by their names. I am 100% using Claire. Oh, the boss did damage to the fence. All right, we'll move our... We'll complete our one laser gun there. And we will combine the shotties. Should we do a refresh? This is the first time we've ever done a refresh. Let's do a refresh. I'll take that. And we'll combine that. Hello, move over. Is it worth trying to invest in another laser gun? I want to say no. Like I said, I kind of accidentally got one. But that wasn't even like something I was trying to build, you know? But let me just see. Can we fit this? We can if we do this. So we'll go with that. You have not played Resident Evil, it's true. Yeah. This collab wasn't good enough to have Sparks or Resident Evil playthrough. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So, like, Resident Evil fans, like, how would you rate this collab? Like, realistically speaking, so far. I'm curious. I'll give my opinion after I hear some people from chat, like, what you guys think. Do I get rid of this? Do I combine something again? Want to be able to grab this if possible. I think I'll just combine these. And then we'll add in the other shotgun. And then let's do another refresh. Sure, why not? Here we go. Combine another shotgun. I think I get rid of this. I don't want to like get myself in a situation where I feel like I have to keep holding onto this laser gun. Even though this is better, it's definitely better than this. I think in the long run, like I said, I want to get out of feeling like I need to keep that. Okay, so let's start. The minigame saved the collab. Oh, that is not a ringing endorsement of the collab. You think it was okay, but definitely not the worst? Yeah. You've only played Resident Evil 6, which is a hack of Resident Evil play. But you feel they nailed Ada in this collab. Well, that's good that you feel like at least like they stayed true to the character, you know? So if we get another grenade, we're going to start throwing away something in here. Because grenades is what we want to focus on. So let's refresh one more time. Did not get a grenade, but we'll definitely swap that. Let's do another refresh. Oh, cool. Shotgun. Shotgun. And we got this upgraded. The buttstock. That's good. That's good. Okay, start battle. Character 10 out of 10. They stayed true to the character. Only problem is Claire's an SR. Yeah, I know a lot of people were disappointed by that. Skins 8.5 out of 10. Okay, so definitely solid endorsement of the skins. Good room for improvement. Minigame 10 out of 10. Love this minigame. And the story right now is 5. Oh no, that's definitely does not sound good. Okay, so we got another nade. That is perfect. But what do I do? I think... Let's see, if I get rid of that... Yeah, so I think I ditch this. Start battle. So for me, as someone... Oh, we took damage. Our thing took damage. Oh, hey. Hey. Look at that. We got to combine those, too. That's pretty cool. For me, I feel like the characters, as far as like how good they are, I think is pretty much right where we want it for a collab. They're solid. They have a use, but they're not like must-get top-tier units. And as far as the design... again, I can only go off of how they look here because I don't know the original characters. But I think they're pretty good. I'd give them like, I don't know, 6.5 or 7, just as far as like cool looking characters go. You know, they're like average, maybe a little above average. Ooh, that's the first enemy that it's taking a while to take down. The story, I want to say, is a 5. I will agree with that. Because, I mean, again, we have a whole chapter to go, so maybe it'll get more interesting, right? But I think it did a good job of, like, kind of having, like, vibes, you know? And again, this is from a person who, like, hasn't played any Resident Evil. But also just kind of, like, not a lot has actually happened. And so I think that's could be a big point of, like, you know, improvement. And honestly, I think that happens with a lot of collabs. It's been a consistent problem of a lot of collab stories being kind of like a lot of not much actually happening. The minigame, I would also, I don't know about 10 out of 10. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I like it a lot. It's super good. But 10 out of 10 kind of implies that it's like perfect, and I wouldn't go that far. Let's see. I think I'm going to grab this launcher, put that there. Not having it voiced also brings it down. Yeah, I think that's fair. Let's burst for the first time. Heal our barrier. I think having it fully voiced would definitely make it better. Which, I mean, is the case for any event ever, right? How can I fit these? I like that pistol, but I think we want this more. Yeah, just the epilogue. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see how it wraps up, you know. If it gets more exciting, you never know. Is it time to combine these grenades? Maybe it is. We'll combine them. And I'll stick this in here. And right, like the Stellar Blade story, I think is the only one that was like a really good story that had like a lot of momentum and a good like beginning and middle and end, and like, you know, like a lot was actually happening. The Nier story was also good, but it felt very much like in isolation, you know, which, I mean, makes sense for a collab. Oh, nice, we got a blue grenade. But it was, I would say it, you know, there was more to the Stellar Blade one, I would say. But all the other collab stories, including the Ava stories, which I think were overall pretty good, they still had the collab problem of, you know, just not, I don't know. they're always like a little emptier, if that makes sense. Stellar Blade was the only collab that was fully voiced, yeah. Which, I mean, just, you know, automatically elevates it, right? Oh, nice. Combine this shoddy, and then... Ooh, we can finally got another nade launcher. Let's go. You feel like the Ava 1 story was better than Ava 2? Yeah, I mean, you know, as a huge Evangelion fan, I was just happy for, like, the Ava content. And I thought, like, objectively speaking, like I said, it was, like, a solid collab. I would put it, like, in the middle, you know? Like, I would say Stellar Blade was by far the best, and then Nier, and then the Ava collabs below that. Okay, should probably think about how I can fit some more stuff. I don't know. Might have to start making some hard choices. So if I combined these, what does that actually do for me? I would be able to fit another launcher. Oh no, what am I saying? I would have to combine these. And then does that help me? Let's see, would it? Yeah, it would, okay. Then let's combine these shotguns. And then put this up here. Refresh. Ooh, nice. We got another nade. This is terrible. What is this? Gives crit damage? Or does this just give straight up damage? Yeah, that's way better. I mean, technically it has a drawback, but I think we're good on that. All right, let's restart. It was their own property, so it makes sense that they would use voice actors. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can tell that there was like a lot more that went into that collab because they're going to have more freedom, more time, however much budget they want to allocate to it. You know, it's just different when they have total control over everything, you know? All right, things have definitely started to ramp up. We're also past the point of being able to get any perks. So everything is on us for like weapons at this point. Okay, let's combine and then refresh. Add that. Refresh. Combine. 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 Refresh. Combine, add, refresh. Ooh, whoa, we got like crazy stuff here. Okay. Combine that. That was kind of a big W. Do we take the shotgun? I don't know if we do. Let's see if I move that. Can we fit a shotgun somehow? Is that a thing? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Don't think I can keep this, so we'll go with that. Dr. Eagles agrees. He says, Stellar Blade, then Nier, then Ava are top 3 for you. Nice. Didn't really care for Nier's minigame, though. I mean, it was cool because it was like something directly out of the Nier games, right? But I agree that it, you know, wasn't like super exciting. It was just more of like a, hey, look at that, it's from the game. Like, as much as you want Ghost in the Shell collab, you know they're going to use the Netflix 3D anime style, and you don't really want to see that. It would be much cooler if it was the OG, but yeah, you're probably right. You know, it would be from like the new like standalone complex. Yo, this is a tanky boy. Oh gosh, what do we do? Do I just ditch this and get another nade? I think that's what I do. I would like to keep this. This is a pretty good item, but I think just getting another grenade is more important. Although I guess it could combine. Maybe we're not ready to completely sacrifice this yet. Ultimately, I think this turns into a grenade, but maybe we're not quite there yet. Okay, let's start. It's interesting that they did a Resident Evil collab that feels like the quality isn't what they promised for future collabs. So you were expecting more from this Resident Evil collab? Silver Blade was peak for you? Dude, I mean, I feel like it's hard to argue against it, right? Like, I think Stellar Blade is a pretty peak IP anyway, but just objectively speaking, I think it was just, you know, there were so many things that were like obviously good or better about it. Okay, so we gotta... What do I do? I think now is the time we get rid of it. Do I ever want to combine these? Let me see. If I combined those, I could kind of start... I don't know how much that really helps me. Because this kind of all fits super neatly down here, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's time to use the refresh. I think you're right. And this might be pretty close to our final formation. All right, refresh. Do I want to take this grenade? So this is kind of a turning point. Do I want the grenade or the grenade launcher? Silver Blade set the collab bar so high because it's going to be hard to beat that. Yeah. Dealing with, like, because it's just harder to, like, negotiate things and make things perfect. The more people that, like, have a vested interest. I think you're right. I think an interesting collab would be 86. The humans pilot raptors like machines to combat against alienated machines. It's post-apocalyptic. I haven't heard of 86. Sounds interesting. I think I want the grenade more than I want the grenade launcher. What do you guys think? Is the grenade or the grenade launcher better? I feel like the grenade is better. I'm going to go with this. Basically, you're saying the more similar it is to Nikke, the better the storytelling would be. Oh, yeah, I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. Which, I mean, that's what's happened, right? So if we've all pretty much agreed on the fact that the best ones have been Stellar Blade, Nier, and Ava. Those are by far the ones that fit the best with the Nikke universe, right? Compared to like ReZero or Resident Evil or Chainsaw Man. They just haven't like meshed as well, you know? That's tempting. But I don't think there's any real... I mean, I could do this. No, that doesn't even help me. All right. Refresh again. Refresh again. Dude, this is so trash. Ah, our first gold coin. That's funny. Sure, we'll stick it in there. Why not? ReZero was more of a slice of life, which isn't bad once in a while. I mean, I think even regardless of my personal opinions of ReZero, I think even for ReZero, that collab could have been done much better. Because they didn't even lean into the idea of like the isekai thing of like, oh, hey, we've now appeared in like another world of Nikke, but instead it just like turned it into this dumb cooking competition. Like, I'm sorry, maybe I don't even think that's a hot take. I think a lot of people agree with that. Wow. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. Do I throw away this pistol for yet another grenade? I think I do. Because what do I have? I have shotgun, 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 shotgun. I have 2 pistols already. I think I get rid of it for another grenade. Wow, check that out. That's pretty good. Heck yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. It's snowballing, guys. It's snowballing. Combine that. Combine that. All right, maybe we chill for a minute. Let's stick with this. We'll start the battle.
This ends here.
All the nades. Yeah. It would have made the collab better if the mansion appeared on the surface instead of in the arc. You feel like the setting would be... the arc held back the story a bit. Yeah, because it literally just was all in the arc doing this cooking competition. Like, there was no, like, threat, you know? Yeah. ReZero collab was just boring. Alright, well, I guess that's an easy just swap, right? I think this might be our final form, and I just keep upgrading things as possible. The silliest thing is the character in ReZero that gets isekai'd isn't even the ReZero collab to get isekai'd again. I'm feeling like we're already lacking DPS here. This is not a good sign. This is not a good sign. Okay, hold on. We just got a purple grenade launcher. Attack 280 versus a purple grenade. Attack 200. Maybe it was worth having a grenade launcher. No, we're gonna stick with this. We're gonna stick with this. Dude, we have to get really lucky to get another purple shotgun up here, though. Alright, we officially ran out of refreshes for right now. Safe to assume that Capcom's other big IP, Street Fighter, would be mid story-wise too. Yeah, I think a Street Fighter collab is 100% possible. Like, in reality, I think that could definitely happen. But yeah, I don't think the story would be terribly good. Like, the universes don't really, like, blend that well. I mean, it would... Yeah. I would argue that even Resident Evil probably blends a bit better. Maybe another one of those. Another coin. There's opportunities for some peak unit designs with Street Fighter. I will say that. Alright, so we've officially gone further than any wave that I've gotten to in the past. So this is a new milestone. I don't think this is going to be, like, the definitive run, though. Because the fact that we're already, like, not destroying the enemies before they get to the fence feels like a problem. And the thing is, right now, we're not even being able to utilize these guns because you can only use 16 weapons at a time. I mean, these grenades. But I'm really hoping to combine them. Oh, we got another gold coin. I'm really tempted to do this. I keep wanting to add. This is the second time I've gotten a purple grenade launcher. We need, I think I need some more damage buff items. Why want to give me a blue grenade? That's so annoying. Alright, I guess we'll just start. Boy, it really doesn't want to give us those. All right, have a good night, Jack. Thanks for coming through. Give you a Devil May Cry collab before a Street Fighter collab? That's possible. I would say that's more unlikely. But I wouldn't say it's completely impossible. Oh my god. It's never going to give us a blue grenade. Like, literally, we need one blue grenade. Or a purple one. I mean, that works too. Devil May Cry is better for Silver and Blood. Oh yeah, dude, a Devil May Cry collab would go so hard in Silver and Blood. That would be dope. we get a lucky refresh? Alright, well, we're just gonna have to hope they give us a purple grenade at some point. I don't know how much less likely that is to get a blue one, but like keeping this grenade sitting there is, I don't know. But if we get purple, we can go all the way to gold. I want to grab this because right now it's not helping us, but all right, stick it out, stick it out. We're still healthy. All right, wave 50. This is a big milestone. Oh my god, 2 bosses at a time. That's tough. Oh my god. Dude, we're holding them off. We're like just holding them off. Alright, alright. Hey! Oh my god, finally, we were rewarded for our patience. Holy cow. Okay, okay. Dude, that wave was crazy. What would you say is more fun? Bubble Rush, King Defense, or this? I think personally, I liked this one the most. And then probably Kingdom Defense, and then Bubble Rush. Alright, we can just take this off, because this is literally not doing anything for us. But whatever. Let's refresh. Did not get lucky. Rocky with the Booba Rush emojis. Yo, how did you get them to... Yo, your emojis are facing each other. Whoa, whoa. Somehow you used the emojis to mirror? That's some, like, secret tech. What's better than one Quincy? 2 Quincy's looking at each other, I guess. Okay. Alright. Here we go. We got something. So we can move this over. And we do get an upgrade this way. Crit rate. That's, like, a very minor upgrade, but hey. Now, if we could just get a purple shotgun to show up, then we'd have all gold weapons. That would be sweet. You can mirror them using channel points. Bro, that's really cool. I really had no idea that was even a thing. But that's super cool. Guys, I think it's falling apart. It's falling apart. Oh, he also did the sussy and niece faces looking at each other. No, we're going down. We're going down. Ah, dang. So we were just lacking DPS there. So, I mean, part of it was like RNG. I'm trying to think like what we could have done better. I think keeping this laser gun was probably a mistake, even though I had it at gold. We didn't really have anything buffing it. So keeping the one laser cannon was not good. If this was another grenade launcher, that would have been better. Also, if we got a little bit better with our perks, a little bit better luck with our perks, that would have helped as well. Because we did get a couple perks that just didn't do anything for us. because it was the only option that we had to take. But hey, new record, not bad. Wave 53, 393k. I'll take it. Improvement is improvement. That was the first time like actually going for a high score, so pretty good. All right, let's go back to home. Send some friend points. We still have a bunch of dailies to do. They won't take very long. But we got to do our interception and all that before we switch to Silver and Blood. Fight this Kraken. But yeah, I feel like the community in general received this Resident Evil collab announcement pretty well. It seemed like people were excited for it. And it seems like maybe it didn't quite live up to expectations. Not that it's been terrible or anything, but has been like a little disappointing. Oops, accidentally destroyed the tentacle. I didn't even mean to. Almost to our tier 7. There we go. It might be a new record. I did it in 123. That was pretty smooth. Even though I accidentally destroyed that tentacle prematurely. Maybe that was actually the move. Nice, 2 custom modules. And 0 custom modules. It's got to even out somehow, I guess. Can't have too many nice things. Okay, let's go to Sim Room. Ada and Jill take on Sim Room. For 2 seconds. How long was that? 3 seconds. Okay. Welcome anybody that just joined the stream. We're finishing up our Nikke dailies. If you like Nikke, consider giving the stream a like. Would appreciate it. How many Nikke levels do you gain per week? Like when there hasn't been just like a new campaign mission added or whatever, because obviously it like goes kind of like in bits and spurts, right? I would say, you know, when there's not really anything new that's like suddenly giving you a bunch of extra stuff, I probably only level up like once a week. I've never really thought about it, to be honest. I would need to pay attention to see like how, because I just like, okay, I can level up and then I level up and then I don't really pay attention to how frequently it's happening. But then if there's been like just a new campaign release, then I'm going to level up like 10 times all of a sudden or something like that, you know? Knock these people out. All right, that was my last one. Where are we at? Oh, Special Arena isn't even a thing right now. The season ended. Okay. Tribe Tower? Ooh, Missilus and Pilgrim. Okay. Oh my god, it's a mother whale. Bro, why? Ugh. Alright. Is this the team that I want? I don't even know. I haven't touched my Missilus team in forever. I've just kind of been, like, using it as is ever since Mihara. And I kind of forgot that Mihara was Missilus, so, like, even at the beginning, I did put her in right away. We could take out Tia and put in Drake instead. Maybe that's what we want to do. Otherwise, this is probably just the team that we want. Does my Drake finally have overloaded equipment? Okay, she does. She does. Skills are at 4. She has a random cube. I think we go with that. Right? What is my CP? 149 versus if I put Tia in. 141. Yeah. Okay, we'll try this. Yeah. We'll see if I can beat this whale. Dude, our burst gen is kinda terrible. Alright, we're just gonna hold the burst. Because, yeah. Normally you can get off a burst before that, but our burst gen is so slow. I guess Tia would be good for that. Hopefully Quincy kills these ads. Yes, she did clear them. Okay, so let's target the core. Oh my god, Noah, wake up. Oh boy, we're taking a lot of damage from these guys. Those ads stayed on the screen for too long. Naga's desperately trying to keep up with the heals. Okay, we made it. We made it through. Duck. Try and hit the core again. Dude, this mother whale's core is really tanky. Oh my gosh, that's so many more ads. Please destroy the core. Oh, we're gonna get fucked. Oh my god, I should have let them aim for the ads. that was a big mistake. I think if I had just let them aim for the ads rather than trying to destroy the core right there, maybe we wouldn't have gone down. That was kind of a big error. Alright, we gotta take out these bombs, take out these bombs. We might possibly still make it through this, but that was definitely a big mistake on my part. Dude, I just like cannot destroy this core. This would have been so much easier. Okay, now finally. It's a little late at this point. Vic says, I think I used iron here. Yeah, that must be nice. Alright, let's just retry this. You have 193 gold mileage and 10 limited tickets. Should you spend them for mileage trying to break 160 wall? I would save for anniversary, okay? 160 wall is a very big deal, but that's not what I would use my gold tickets on. Okay, destroy the ads. Oh, Mihara went down. Alright, retry. Ein and Maxwell. Maxwell is someone I could put on here instead of Drake, potentially. Okay, this is feeling a bit better than last time. Still have not even been able to touch the core until right now for the first time. But just dealing with the ads. Take cover. Ooh boy. And this wave of ads where things can really fall apart. They're kind of just invincible. Oh my god, the lasers are insane. There we go. Alright. Definitely a clumsy run, but we made it through with managing a little bit. Just making sure that we were switching to Drake at the appropriate times. Letting the auto-targeting target on the ads when they needed to. What am I waiting for to build Ein? Nothing other than that. So here's the thing. I didn't pull for Ein because I didn't have the resources at the time. And then by the time I got her, there was no like specific use for her at that time. And then ever since then, it just feels like there's been a new unit to build all the time. And so I've just never gone back to Ein, and it just feels bad. I don't know. I probably should just build Ein. And yeah, no problem, Sudden. So, as far as breaking the 160 wall, like, just make sure you're using your wish list. Everybody on your wish list should be a unit that you already have. You know, just use that. And then when you see units in the shop that you can buy with, like, the DNA currency or whatever it's called, the black ticket things, you know, get your duplicates that way as well. But save those gold tickets for things like anniversary and collabs if you're like a big fan of like the collab, you know. Lone Syndicate says, my team for Whale was Leader, Naga, Julia, Quincy, and Mihara. All right, well, similar to what I just used, but you had Julia in there. I'm guessing you had Julia's treasure. That's pretty cool. And Ein would have for sure wrecked that, because the Mother Whale's weakness was electric. Oh my god, another Mother Whale? It's double Mother Whale Day. Okay, alright, alright. Well. Fun times. Here we go again. This team will probably have a bit of an easier time. Just my prediction. Ooh, take cover. Almost took a stupid death there for no reason. Dude, we shredded the whale so quickly, I didn't even have to kill the core. Alright, that was super easy. I mean, as generally Pilgrim Tower is. Even Mother Whale can't stand up to a solid team of pilgrims. The best time to build Ein would have been during the Absolute Tactics unit and potentially the Mattis Ultimate coming up. Yeah, why is that? I'm trying to think, like, maybe you're right. I don't know. Wishlist is set. You've got one dupe left, each for Brid, Drake, and Maiden, which will rotate availability with Black Mileage tickets. Nice, okay, then you sound like you're on a good path. Yeah, if you're already pretty set up like that with 1 month in, then you're doing well. You're doing well. By the way, I have a whole playlist of like beginner videos on my channel, like beginner guides. Some of those videos are quite old, but a lot of them are still relevant. And then I keep adding new ones as well. You might want to take a look at that, just for various tips about the game. You're also learning Mother Whale by watching this. Yeah, Mother Whale is... The most important thing about Mother Whale is holding your burst for the correct time to deal with the ads. And then the next most important thing is taking down the core if possible. And then beyond that, it's just like taking cover when the whale flies over or a bunch of lasers shoot at you and, you know, hoping you have enough DPS to make it through the battle, you know? Absolute units were mid and Mattis units. Oh, I see what you're saying. So because I wasn't building those units, then I could have been building Ein instead. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. What do we have in items? I could get an abnormal piece of gear, but we'll hold on to that for right now. We'll just wait. What do we want to buy here? I think we'll go for water. Water, water, water. Speaking of water, hydrate. I haven't, like, been drinking at all stream. Open some more resources. Oh, hey. We might actually be able to finish Miranda. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. But that might be possible. Maybe I can get Treasure Miranda tonight. Dude, there's so many things to open. Oh, this is the first time I've gotten this. I'm gonna leave this for now, though. I'm gonna leave this. Ooh, let's open this, though. Three stickers. 3 stickers. Are any of them new? No, not a single one. All right. Okay, I think that's everything I have to open in here. I don't know if they fix those. I want to double check and see if that is a problem or not. I don't remember if there was an announcement about it. Hope I get a success on a 2.3% blue box. Yeah. That's real. Okay. And I'm so close at this point, like a super success is like stupid, but I'm like over halfway through phase 13. All right, let's do it. Come on, little iced coffee man. Bro. Okay. 6 more at a 10% chance, okay? The odds are in my favor slightly. Oh my god. Okay, we'll use this last purple box. 45% chance, come on. Good lord. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, I'm not using this. So that's just gonna have to wait. I'll use more blue boxes as I open them. That's the reality of my life when it comes to collectible items. Dude, I do have the worst luck. It's insane how bad of luck I have with those items. Okay. Let's do a single friendship pull, and then we'll move on to Silver and Blood. Still have exciting things to do there. Wink, wink. It's neon. Okay. What do I... Oh, yeah. Just collect these. I think that's it. Dude, the game is 100% rigged against me. Yeah. Let's also take one last look at the outpost. Maybe I can level up right now. Oh, no? I guess not. Okay. All right. Let's switch games. Silver and Blood. Where are you at? Time to switch up our colors. Dude. Spooktober happening right here. Oh, that was weird. It like cut her off. I clicked on it and it was just like and then she didn't get to finish Silver and Blood. So I don't remember what they gave us this new portrait for, but we got a new like Fanny portrait. I don't know if it was for like progression, but I got it in the mail one day. And it goes to the wallpaper. Where's it at? It's from this. And then there's the actual Fanny.
Maybe I should lock you up.
All right, let's collect our stuff. So we have a super sussy mini game to play with some physics. Play with me, play with me. Oh my gosh. All right. Our creepy ancestor is writing us a letter. Serene has given us a gift. I'll take it. Won't look a gift horse in the mouth or a ancestral vampire child in the mouth. Whoa, I got a... How do I have so many friend requests? Wait. Oh, I guess I have one space empty. Wait, can I delete some people? 8 days ago? What is this garbage? All right, let's get rid of this guy. 8 days ago. Oh, also, let me make a post on the Silver and Blood Discord really quick here. And let's see, grab my Twitch link and YouTube link. There we go. Okay. Vic says Fanny is definitely your favorite. I mean, I can see some reasons for thinking that she's your favorite. Get rid of these people that have been playing for 3 days too. What is this trash? We don't have time for this. All right, all right. So yeah, I guess we'll just accept all of these. We'll start with like the highest level person. Some of their lists are already full. That's fine. All right, so do we still have a few missing places? All right, yeah, because I had to delete several that were inactive. So hey, anybody who wants to add me, let me put my ID in the chat. Add me as a friend on Silver and Blood. Do I need to resize the screen a bit? Do I? Let me see. Yeah, it's a hair off, I guess, because it's the window's a little bit different than nikke. There we go. Thanks for noticing. Oh, you said it's the dev's favorite. I mean, maybe. I mean, they're promoting the new unit. So, you know, she's the flavor of the month. We got a lot of fun things to open here, okay? So we're going to open a bunch of shards. We got tower shards, tribe tower shards, perfect shards. So we'll be getting guaranteed at least 3 SSRs, potentially more. Do our free refresh. We have more over here. Collect all the things. Dude, there's like so many things they're throwing at us right now. I feel like there's free gifts on like a million different locations, which is, I mean, a good problem to have, but it is a lot of things to collect every day. They gave her something in the castle for obtaining MLB. I mean, yeah, that's the boudoir event, right?
A fulfilling day indeed.
Claim this. So, I mean, I guess she has gotten extra special things that no other unit has gotten so far. That is true. Alright, we'll add this. 63% of our way to get our second Serene. I completed Chapter 14 now. Chapter 14 was crazy. I think I said this before on Discord when I was about halfway through it. Like, the story in general has been quite good. But like things like major things pop off in Chapter 14. Alright, to our Love and Lust event. Alright. Love and Punishment. Okay. Pray to the moderators that we survive this, okay? I need everybody to think positive energy as we're going through this mini game, that the stream survives through this, okay? All right. Love and punishment. Here we go. Hands, armpit, head, booba. Hands, armpit, head, booba. Booba, booba, leg, leg. Okay. Oh, God. All right. Right booba, head, left booba, hands. Bro. Okay. Just be quieter, Fanny. Please just chill a little bit. Don't draw too much attention. Oh, wait, what was it? Okay, okay. It was armpit first, right? Then leg. Booba, booba. Hands, leg, leg, armpit. Dude, how many rounds of this is there? 1, 2, 2, 3. S, 100%. All right, there we go. We made it. Vic says he thinks his favorite is actually Darcius. Something about her. Darcius is cool. Her character is really interesting. She's just super dry, right? And a pretty useful unit too. On my way to tier 9 gear from chapter 15.8. Nice. Dr. Eagles is laughing at me. Is this legal on YouTube? I don't know. I don't know, Dr. Eagles. I hope so. We're watching anime, right? This is just, you know, it's the same as watching anime. All right. Nothing to see here. Let's I think when does this open? Tomorrow? 2 days from now. Okay. 2 days from now we get Nightmare. So not quite yet. If you guys like Silver and Blood, please give the stream a like. Consider giving me a sub on YouTube or a follow on Twitch. That would really help out the channel. All right, quick clear this. By the way, we were talking about this on Discord. Some people were having trouble clearing stage 3. Pierce damage is extremely helpful because all of these enemies have shields. So if you have Fanny user, if you have Stella user, if you have both of them user, they will make this way easier. All right, let's go to the shop. Sudden subscribe. Thank you. Wait, why didn't I get a notification? Did I just not see the notifications? Did I not get an alert? Or you're already subbed, maybe. I don't think anything popped up. But thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Fanny doesn't need a restraining order. Yeah, she's already restrained. What in the world is this minigame? Only the most cultured individual could come up with something like this. Indeed, indeed. I mean, the whole theme is very, you know, they're not hiding it. They're not hiding it. All right, let's go back to the lobby.
Maybe I should lock you up.
Maybe you should lock me up. Yeah, how are you gonna do that in your current position, Fanny? Okay, let's go to the castle.
Don't wander around aimlessly.
Impuza always chastising us, telling us not to wander around aimlessly in the castle. Oh hey, I leveled up the Hall of Honor, level 13. Sweet. Blessings obtained, increase weekly Starlight Memoir dialogues to 5. Oh, okay. Nice. And we get shards for the milestone. Maybe my notification is delayed, or we'll hope it's delayed rather than it's like broken or something. But yeah, thanks for subbing a minute ago. If it never pops up, then after stream, I'm gonna have to like double check and see if my alert box is not working. Occasionally it'll like get signed out, which is dumb, but like that'll happen on rare occasions. So okay, advising. All right, so we face financial strain in the latter half of the year. Currently, most of the castle's funds come from taxes paid by vassals and believers. Should we consider raising taxes? All right, let's see. Lamia is Lamia. Bella does not like that idea. Octavia is kind of on the fence. Haughty does not seem into it. Iona does not seem into it. All right, we're going to explore new income sources rather than raising taxes. Good. Haughty liked that. So did Iona. Oh, Octavia did not like it. Bella did. And Lami did. All right, so the only person we upset was Octavia. So 4 out of 5, that was good. We made the right choice. Not sure why the message popped up twice. Oh, that's true, huh? Your chat sent twice, Lone Syndicate. You're right. Alright, to the ritual chamber. Level up all our factions. Oh, I can add in my 5th unit now. Okay, well that's a big milestone. That is definitely a big milestone. So now we're going to get a big buff. Sweet. Oh, dude, I don't have... Level does not matter. Level does not matter. For a second, I was like, oh no, I don't have Joanna leveled up at all. But it's only duplicates. Only duplicates that matter here. Alright, and then... we can't level it up. Nice, another boost. Wow. We actually had to resort to a SR on this one for marksman. I didn't even realize that he was a marksman, to be honest. Because he's like... He's a summoner, so I didn't even realize that he was a marksman. Okay. Alright, for assassins. Cool, we're doing well there. Serious Castlevania vibes from what that castle looks like. Dude, it's definitely Castlevania vibes. A Castlevania collab would be super cool in this game. Like, particularly if they did it in the Castlevania from the Netflix anime. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. We had to resort to another SR for our defenders. When you get to Mausoleum, could you talk about teams without Van Helsing and some of the other ancestors struggling on it at the moment? Yeah, sure. Right. And then for Sorcerer, we do have a Gars to fill it out. Nice. Okay. Do our awakening ritual. Nice. That's a significant blood power upgrade that we just got. Like unlocking that 5th slot. Because each one of those counts for every unit. So that's a big deal. We're not going to do the Starry Wilderness right now. Don't want to just be like reading story for the next 45 minutes on stream. And then I think we also have friendship pulls to do. Oh no, not friendship pulls. We have a normal pull and a bunch of shards. So definitely... stick around for some exciting SSRs. Yeah, Sutton says Netflix Castlevania rules. The music alone is worth the price of the subscription. Dude, the music is really good. And just like the story, like the writers did a really good job. The animation is slick. The music, everything. And I don't mean that it's one of my favorite Netflix shows or animated shows, it is just like probably a top 10 show just in general of all time for me. All right, you know what? Let's do Time Worn Mausoleum right now, since we were talking about it. Okay, so questions about how to do Time Worn Mausoleum if you don't have Van Helsing, okay? Well, even if we took out Van Helsing, you can kind of see what I'm doing here. You want long range units, okay? So marksman is going to be your best shot. So whatever marksman you have, use marksmen, whatever. Anyway, so a great thing to like tie this all together is Serene, because Serene is a marksman herself, but also buffs other marksmen. So she's going to be super valuable to put on this team. Also, if you have Timeless Iona, she's the most powerful character in the game. She's good everywhere, but she's also particularly good in Time Worn Mausoleum because she's also a marksman and can hit that super long range, and so she's going to be fantastic. Van Helsing, the reason why I'm using him is because he fits into this perfectly. He's also probably the second strongest marksman and one of the strongest DPSs in the game, and ties into this and gets buffed by Serene as well. So just really, really, really good. So, I mean, basically just like it's marksman supremacy here. We also have our universal support here of Acapella. She's good in all situations. And then Bella. Now, I have Bella here not because you really need a tank. A tank is not really that important in this particular game mode, but because she is a summoner. And she's one of my highest BP new moons. So alternatively, like you could use Quinn, but Quinn doesn't do a whole lot here. Even though Quinn is even better of a tank than Bella, the point is that Bella can summon, and summons can run out here. So just like a marksman, they can hit from far away. So if you don't have a lot of marksmen, you could also build a summoner team. So if you're trying to build a summon team, great things to tie it together are Bella. Everybody has Bella. She's a fantastic unit. And can go on teams whether you're summoner teams or not. Piera also goes on the summon team. Great addition there if you're trying to build summon team. Another person you can add to your summon team if you're like really struggling for more summoners and marksmen actually is Clive Jr. He's actually a decent unit, to be honest. And then the real like big heavy hitter of the summon team is going to be Transcendent Noah. If you have Transcendent Noah, that's great. So that is an alternative route that you can go. Now, you said you figure sorcerers were also good, but maybe not. Yes, I would say sorcerers are decent. So maybe you can't build a complete marksman team like you have, or you can't build a complete summon team like I mentioned. You can also throw in some sorcerers. So although they're not going to be able to hit as far away as the marksman, they're still going to be decent. So Lamia is a great choice that you can use. Also Del Carlo, which I don't have, but she's also going to be a solid choice as well. Units that you really want to stay away from are just your straight up melee units, okay? So like your assassins, your warriors, all of that is not going to do a whole lot for you. So like even though Otavia is really, really strong for me and she's my favorite unit, I'm not using her here. Stella isn't going to be great either because she can't do her teleport thing. She's stuck there. Again, assassins like Haughty or whoever are not going to be able to move around and do cool stuff either. So just anything that has reach. So again, people that can summon, people that can shoot. So your sorcerers, enchanters are going to be decent. They're like your second tier. And then above that is going to be summoners. And then your ideal team is going to be marksmen. And you'll probably have somewhat a combination of all of these, right? And like Acapella isn't any of those things I just mentioned. But Acapella is just a strong support unit for like all situations. So that's what I would go with. Beyond that, think about your positioning. You do want to be fairly wide so enemies can't just straight up walk right past you into the portal, right? So if you can kind of like make a guardrail that they can't get through, that's going to help as well. Yeah, Starry-Eyed Iona is not going to be needed here. Now, you might use her just because, like, that's the unit that you have. But she is a new moon, and I know you have Bella because everybody has Bella, and I would definitely use Bella rather than Starry-Eyed Iona. And you know, unless you needed her as your new moon, there's not really like a real reason to use her on this. So yeah, let's go ahead and start. All right, we'll grab Serene's cloak and sure. Jim Woo asks, do I know about the previous game I played tonight? The news for it? Maybe not? I don't know. What happened?
Without limit begins from here.
And then also just, this probably goes without saying, but anything that you have activated, keep it up here. Don't put it down in the storage. Otherwise, it's not going to do anything for you. Okay? Oh, Nikke 3rd anniversary got a official date. Let's check. Let's check. Okay, yeah. So post about this. When did this go up? 23 minutes ago. 3rd anniversary celebration. Coming soon. See you on October 25th. All right, cool. I mean, this was kind of to be expected. This isn't really like, you know, obviously we're going to have anniversary per usual, but that's exciting. We got some concrete info on it. And then, let's see, welcome to the Goddess Feast. Nikke's 3rd anniversary is starting soon. That's some pretty good art. Dude, very tiny. Look at Neon. She's up here with like her leg up on the table. Got Crown, Cinderella in the background. Anise trying to grab the soda because Neon's being a brat. Modernia, Rappy. Snow White, dude. This is her dream. She's here for Christmas dinner. Or I guess this is probably more Thanksgiving. Dorothy's in the background. Rapunzel. Scarlet. Cool. All right. Well, per usual, I'll be doing coverage. I always do reviews of all of the anniversary live streams. So look forward to that. Guess I'll grab this. It literally does nothing for me, but sure. Also, Vic, I know you have Fleeting Bella. You'll want to put her on that team too, because she's going to be a great buffer for Timeless Iona. So if you use like Timeless Iona, Fleeting Bella, and Bella, and then try and fill in those other 2 slots with just like your best, you know, range DPS that you have, or another summoner, then you should be pretty solid. And Serene is already complete. Sure, I'll grab this. Hydrate, everybody. Hydrate.
Without limit begins from here.
Guess I'll grab this. It's not a particularly amazing item, but that's fine. I mean, it is good, but it's just like not my priority. Oh, well, we got a thing for it right away. And we can complete Bella's chest, so that's cool. Let's move this around, make this a little more efficient. And you can see the summons up here. They're kind of like holding these guys off a little bit. Any like delay is definitely good. But the thing about like melee units or just pure healers is that they're just like not going to do anything for you like the whole time until the enemies are like right in your face, you know? And then obviously, like, prioritize the weapons for the units you're using. Like, that probably goes without saying. I'm sure everybody's doing that. And so, like, this is, like, not good for me. So when using a basic attack, all melee units have a chance to deal damage in a cone. So if I was unfortunate enough to be making a melee build, I mean, that would be helpful. But, like, I'm not using melee units. So I literally just don't even want that. So we'll take this beeswax. I'll stick this over here, I guess. And then we'll expand with that. Ooh, sweet. This is a new one that I unlocked recently. So magic damage bonus plus 35%. That's super good. I've never been able to actually finish building this. Lorelei can move around in Mausoleum? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't have Lorelei, but that sounds like that could be quite good. But yeah, no, I can't endorse her or not. Let's see. So I guess I'll take this. I don't think I need that for anything. Guess we'll just take it. stick it over here. Nice, we'll take the acapella weapon. And the pearl. Still nothing to do with all this shit. The live stream is going to start at 4:30 a.m. your time. Dude, it always starts at like a stupid time. Like, it does not work for any US time zones. What else do I need for this? Oh, the Fang. You failed setup in Del Carlo, Lamia, Bella, Acapella, and Timeless Iona. Let's see. Del Carlo, Lamia, Bella, Acapella, and Timeless Iona. Yeah, I would try. You could try swapping out either Acapella or Del Carlo for like another, you know, longer range DPS maybe. If you have a marksman, I would try taking out either Acapella or Del Carlo and try putting in Fleeting Bella, because she's gonna buff your Timeless Iona, which is your only marksman, so she's gonna be doing like most of the work for you, you know? Also, I assume you've been unlocking these things, right? Over time, you're going to be able to unlock more buffs. Just double check. Make sure you can like buy more of those if you need to.
Facing a powerful enemy from your past is no easy.
Quick slay 3 times. Yeah, Bob asked if your units have skills at level 4. I mean, it could be that you just, you know, you're at like a power wall. Like you just need better equipment or level up their skills a little bit or just like level up your units a little more. You know, that's totally possible. Because that's a reasonable team. But try swapping out what I suggested and it might improve you. Let's see. Special rewards. Oh, I don't have any of these. I do have these. Claim. Claim. Okay, so we have Blood Arena and Infinite Abyss. I got some friend requests. Cool. Okay, let's do Infinite Abyss, and then we'll open up some shards, and then do Arena. More raw materials for my merchandise. Yeah, Vic, you probably don't really need to stress about gear. Like, literally the only gear I even have upgraded right now is on my Timeless Iona. Like, it would help, but I don't know if that's, like, the answer, you know? But you might need higher tier gear. Oh, if you can't fit anymore, start leveling up. Just level up some gear on Timeless Iona. Because then you can use that leveled gear towards higher tier gear later on, and the experience will carry over. Good job, Otavia. Dude, is that guy hitting me with like a tree log? I swear that's like a crystalline, like, log that he's hitting me with.
Cleaning is not my forte.
Alright, Lamia needs a maid. She's like, cleaning is not my forte. I'm worried that the mouse will run out from behind a piece of furniture.
The longest journey begins.
Oh, still need to do gauntlet. Okay. Can I level anybody up? Let me double check. Ooh, I have equipment. So much equipment. Really? Okay. What did I get?
And the good meet their end with grace. Nothing more.
Didn't I already have a tier 8 on this? Maybe I didn't have a tier 8 on her arms. I thought I did. I guess I didn't. Okay. Let's not equip these guys yet, because let's get the new units first. What do I think about the Lamia maid outfit bug? It was kind of funny. She looked kind of good, to be honest. Okay. So, we got a rare shard and a kingdom shard, a church shard, and then a perfect shard. So let's start with the rare shard, okay? Del Carlo would be the biggest win here. Can you get ancestors? Actually, let me double check. Can you get ancestors? Is that a thing? No, you cannot. So yeah, definitely Del Carlo is what I would want the most. Other good ones would be Van Helsing, Otavia, Lamia, Quinn. Selena, I don't have her yet. I also don't have Theophane. I have no idea who that character is. Or Spectral Gilrain. Or Cessia. Actually, getting Cessia would be pretty cool too. Alright, alright. So we got a lot of good options here. But it's a rare shard, so we probably won't get anything. Let's see. Baphomet. Yeah, alright. It's predictable. Okay, so now let's do the perfect shard. Same hope supply here. Gilrain. Alright, I would have preferred to get my first Spectral Gilrain, but we got a Gilrain. He's a decent unit. He's a decent unit. I don't think I currently have him on my Infinite Abyss team, but he has uses here and there. Let me go and do his Spirit Siphon before I forget.
Have you also come to enjoy the night's serenity?
Breakthrough. Starry-Eyed Iona refuses to come home for Warlock Warlord. That's unfortunate. She's a very useful unit. Even though I recommended not using her in Time Worn Mausoleum, she's good in basically everywhere else. One of the best new moons in the game, for sure. Can I level up Amy? Yes, we get another Synchro level.
It seems just cleaning is no longer enough.
Okay, I'm sorry, Amy. Okay, so let's do the Kingdom one. Okay. So Cessia. Cessia is the #1 choice. Second choice would be, I always forget her name, Selena, because these are the two units I don't have.
I hear you're someone with stories. Allow me
Agnes.
to separate
Okay,
the truth
okay,
from the
okay.
tales.
Another decent unit that I don't think I'm currently using. Sometimes I feel like maybe I should have her on my PvP team. I don't know. She is pretty good. I should probably give her more of a chance.
Another step toward becoming the continent's greatest cartographer.
Oh, did I get another friend request? I did. Winter Zero. Thank you for adding me. I think I'm full now. Oh no, I still have 2 more. Oh, okay. You did pull a Spectral Gilrain, but still lacking Van Helsing, Amy, and Adina. Okay. So for the church, I don't have Theophane, so that would be cool. If not, Van Helsing or Acapella would be the best to get here. After that, like, anybody's okay. A lot of these are kind of useful units, to be honest.
Let me sing you
Acapella, nice. Okay, that is definitely a W. Getting the Acapella, I think that is my first Spirit Siphon for her.
A fulfilling day indeed.
Let me see. Yeah, first Spirit Siphon.
Kid, come dance to my newly composed tune. What's the use of being tall? They're still not as good as me.
Okay, sure. Okay, so now I guess I do need to... Well, I don't need to, but I'll give these people equipment because I was just saving it just in case I pulled like a brand new unit that I wanted to equip. We'll go ahead and equip them now with what we have left.
Hey there. What have
Hey
you been up
there.
to lately?
Can we do another level? No. Alright, we're as buff as we can be, so it is arena time.
Where violence and conflict intertwine, great riches abound.
Can we take out... Oh, we can totally take out this person. We just found a bot.
We fight to bring peace.
They tweeted the 3rd anniversary announcement. The art looks great. Yeah, we were looking at it a second ago on stream. With them all sitting around the banquet table. It does look good.
Where violence and conflict intertwine, great riches abound. Care to give it a try?
We fight to bring peace.
If I was feeling lazy, I'd just leave him there, but I probably shouldn't get too cocky, and I should probably move out of the way of Lamine's attack there. Don't want to risk Lamine popping off. Like, usually she ends up not doing anything, but, like,
Great riches abound.
if I let her get momentum, then that could be a problem.
We fight to bring peace.
We'll just move back to our center. We got Transcendent Amy. Dude, her dress looks super cool.
Where
You rarely
violence
see
and
her.
conflict intertwine, great riches abound. Care to give it a try?
Alright, this person is definitely too strong. This should be a fair fight. They're a bit stronger than me, but I think my lineup might be a little bit better. I don't know, this is kind of a risk. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. There we go. I took out their Timeless Iona. Stella assassinated her, and like now we're gonna win this for sure. Their Stella was targeting my Stella, so that put them at a pretty big disadvantage. Dude, they're tanky though. They're all still here. Alright, finally finished him off.
Begins from here. Where violence and conflict intertwine, great riches abound. Care
We fight to bring peace.
Another easy target.
where violence and conflict intertwine.
One more attack? No, that was it. Okay. Alright, so I'm a berserker, huh? I don't think I've had this rank before. Have I? No, I've been even higher, actually. Okay. Let's see. I did get a pretty significant BP increase from that, Blood Oath, or whatever it's called. try and find... I mean, alright, I guess we'll fight this person. This should be an easy win. We can easily take 135 from him. I wish I could find someone that was actually even higher rank. We'll move Gilrain over. Not Gilrain. What is his name? I can never remember his name. I always want to call him Gilrain, but that's his friend. Frederick. I think it's Frederick. This is actually kind of going badly. Dude, we're going to lose this. Dang. Alright, well, we need to win the next 2 rounds. Frederick is being tanky, but there's not much he can do on his own. Alright, this should be an easy win. This should be an easy win. It's funny how Stella counters both Ionas, because she specializes at taking down shields, so she gets rid of the shields that Starry-Eyed Iona puts on the whole team, and she also can hit Iona, who like generates her own shield, Timeless Iona, which will stop her like super scary attacks. Now this match is another easy one. Alright, let's try and find a high rank, because honestly, we're way more powerful than some of these people. Assassins are some of the more satisfying to watch, yeah. Especially when you're using multiple on the same team and you see them all like zip around, it's pretty cool. Maybe we just take 111. I could just take that.
The hour of execution has come. A wise strategy.
This is like a 50-50 matchup. We're probably going to lose this, to be honest. We're facing down a pretty strong team. Yep. Oh my god. The Timeless Iona is obliterating us.
Every me stands with you now.
How do you like my own Timeless Iona? Okay, 1-1. And this one's probably not going to be a problem, so we should win the match. Let's go, Seth. Ugh, I almost said something about the story, but 14 was just so interesting. There we go. 2-0. Alright, was that everything? I think that's everything.
A fulfilling day.
Let's just double check. Oh, I have to collect that last clan mission reward. 65%. Okay, I think the only thing in here is the Starry Wilderness. Yeah. All right, that is a wrap, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Another great stream, as always. Thanks to all the new subscribers and followers, and those of you who just hung out and watched. Hope you guys have a good night or morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you guys are at in the world. And I will catch you guys in the next video or stream. Peace.